from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
You have been waiting on it all year. Now it's your chance to make this Christmas better than ever. Get the extra cash you need with a Make This Christmas Better loan from the GUT Credit Union. Get up to $50,000 to celebrate your Christmas and make your holiday dreams come true. Home improvements, new furniture, a vehicle, debt consolidation, or even a vacation. We can help you get there. Yes, you can. Make this Christmas better with the GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Good evening and welcome to the GBN Television News for Tuesday, December 28th, 2021. In the headlines, Royal Grenada Police Force flies flag half-mast in honor of Corporal Rodney George, who passed away suddenly over the weekend. Grenadian medical pioneer Dr. Norge Jerome passes away. Could Grenadians be the next to go to the polls in the Caribbean is the question being asked after Barbados' Prime Minister announces snap general elections. Coming up and around the globe, CARICOM Chairman Gaston Brown wants the United States to do more to tackle challenges faced by the Caribbean region. Internationally, South Africa's anti-apartheid icon Desmond Tutu passes away. And in sports, West Indies under 19s go down by 18 runs to South Africa under 19s in first youth ODI in St. Vincent. The details of these and other stories are straight ahead. Stay with us.
Are you a small business and would like your business to grow? Do you have an event, products or services that people should know about? Be wise. Advertise. Book your spot on GBN Shopping Guide. Be part of Grenada's biggest advertising medium, the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Call our sales department now on 440-2446 or 440-3033 or GBN plus the number sign. Email us at sales@gbn.gd. Special conditions apply.
Thanks for joining us. I am Blossom Alexis-Welsh with the details. Top story tonight, it's a sad one. The Royal Grenada Police Force is grieving the loss of another officer who passed away during the Christmas holiday. Members of the force are still trying to come to terms with the loss of another officer who died this year, only to be faced with another sudden blow. Rena Pierre-Thomas has more in this report.
The Christmas season ends on a sad note for members of the Royal Grenada Police Force as they mourn the loss of a fellow officer, Corporal number 25 Rodney George. George, who passed away at the Princess Alice Hospital on Sunday the 26th December 2021, was last attached to the police headquarters finance department. Reports received indicated that the 40-year-old officer collapsed during a friendly football game in the St. Andrews area. Following his death, the Commissioner of Police ordered that all police flags be flown at half-past as a part of respect to a fallen soldier. ACP John Mitchell, in speaking to GBN, said that Corporal George will be greatly missed.
We are still in a state of shock and disbelief as it relates to the sudden passing of Officer Rodney George. The force is in mourning. We extend our deepest condolences to his wife, his children, his relatives and friends. It's certainly a loss to us, a loss to his family, and we are in deep shock, as I stated before, with regards to his sudden passing.
A hand of support has been extended to the wife and family of Corporal number 25 by the RGPF.
The Commissioner of Police would have invited the force chaplain to sort of counsel the members at police headquarters in particular, and the RGPF as a whole. We are in close contact, as I stated before. The Commissioner, his administration is in close contact with his wife. We got off the phone with her up to today to let her know that our prayers are with her today and tomorrow, and we will continue to support and stand by her and the family with regards to the passing of her husband, and also the other members of the family, relatives, and friends.
The entire force extends its deepest condolences to the family, friends, and the colleagues of Corporal George as they come to terms with this loss.
So, Commissioner of Police, or Minister of National Security, the rank and file of the RGPF, certainly extend the deepest condolences to the family and friends of Officer Rodney George at this point in time.
For the year 2021, the RGPF lost over 5 of its officers suddenly in the line of duty. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett-Thomas reporting.
A Grenadian woman who has left her indelible mark internationally has transitioned. Dr. Norge Jerome was a pioneer in the field of nutritional anthropology and is widely considered the first nutritional anthropologist in the world. Gerard Joseph has more details.
Born in Mont Plaisir, St. John, Dr. Norge Jerome went on to develop the field of nutritional anthropology in a bid to make nutrition more humanistic by combining her extensive knowledge of nutrition and anthropology. Dr. Jerome also developed a computerized nutrition research tool called NutriCheck, and months before her passing was inducted into the 2021 Star Women's Hall of Fame. The Grenadian, as in her inductive video, has been credited to building pathways between compassionate care and science, while successfully addressing nutrition, food scarcity, and health concerns worldwide for the last 60 years.
Nutritional anthropology was coined by Dr. Jerome many years ago, actually. And basically, it's examining the influence of culture on dietary habits, food selections, ultimately leading to the health status of an individual. Quite a pioneer in that regard.
November 3rd, 1930 is her birth date, and despite the challenges, Dr. Jerome followed her intellectual pursuits at some of the top universities in the U.S.
Graduated magna cum laude from Howard University and received her MS and PhD from Wisconsin University, where she did her postdoctoral community research. Dr. Jerome was the sole black female faculty member at the School of Medicine, University of Kansas Medical Center, when she and Dr. Robbins met.
She often shared with me her delight in being a part of the University of Kansas School of Medicine. It was challenging for her to be the first, and in many instances the only female. She accepted challenges, and they respected her.
The nutritional anthropology pioneer was 90 at the time of her death on December 21st.
Shortly after, she established the Norge Winifred Jerome Community Fund to financially support designated and deserving organizations, and continues her legacy of social consciousness by funding arts organizations like Kansas City's woman-led Unicorn Theater, founded by Cynthia Levin, the Norge Winifred Jerome Mentorship Program in conjunction with Crittenton Children's Center at St. Luke's, USAID, a nonprofit serving families worldwide, and Solar Cookers International, an organization that introduced solar cooking to refugee camps in Africa, which eliminated the use of expensive fuel. And it was announced in 2003 that this pioneering icon has committed $1 million to establish, upon her death, the Norge Winifred Jerome Public Scholar Faculty Program Fund at Kansas University for the School of Social Welfare. And it is believed that of the countless honors and awards Dr. Jerome has received, her greatest honor was when she became the first KU professor to be awarded the Higuchi Research Award.
She received that award based upon her decades of research in the area of nutritional anthropology. I'm reminded of the work she did, making a connection between culture and dietary habits and ultimately the health status of a person. She knew then in the 60s and the 70s that food is medicine. It's something we've only come to accept today.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
The passing of South African Archbishop Desmond Tutu is being mourned worldwide as his legacy has impacted social issues and injustices as well as those within the Anglican community. Bishop of the Windward Islands Leopold Friday, in an exclusive interview with GBN's Gerard Joseph, says what stands out about the life of Archbishop Tutu is depth spiritually in the transformation of South Africa.
South African Archbishop Desmond Tutu was an instrumental figure in the fight against apartheid in South Africa and led the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which guided the healing process following the dismantling of the apartheid. The humility of the man is what is most remembered by Anglican Bishop Leopold Friday, who was the rector at the St. George's Anglican Parish, as he reminisces on the Archbishop's visit to Grenada in 2004. Bishop Friday tells GBN that it was a privilege and humbling experience to welcome Archbishop Tutu, who conducted the Sunday service.
And then we were able to find a cassock to fit him. He came in as clericals, but we were able to find a cassock to fit him. And so he celebrated the Eucharist and preached at that service. And many persons, we were able to get the message out through the same broadcasting service. And so persons came just to see him and meet him. I think the service was also about live and radio.
The Anglican bishop recollects that following the service, several Grenadians took the opportunity to take pictures with Archbishop Tutu. Bishop Friday says, though the South African bishop was a replacement for a visit from Nelson Mandela, the significance remained as Archbishop Tutu's reputation of his involvement in the fight against the apartheid and social injustices in the world preceded him.
I think he was someone who gave great inspiration to people. And so his presence, seeing him and interacting with him meant something for them. So I think that was important to inspire people, to give them a sense of hope that there can be a better tomorrow in spite of what we're going through presently.
His interactions with Archbishop Tutu and reading his works, Bishop Friday notes, speaks volumes as to the character and spirituality of the man.
His whole going through the apartheid period in South Africa and being able to maintain his whole understanding of bringing about a change in South Africa, not through violent means, but through peace, and maintaining that right through his life. And going through the Truth and Reconciliation Commission and leading and guiding that purpose.
During his visit to Grenada, Archbishop Tutu unveiled a plaque in his honor while planting spice trees with Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell recalls Archbishop Desmond Tutu's strength of character, saying, and I quote, "I would forever remember the strength of character he displayed in molding South African society after the end of apartheid. Had it not been for his strength of character and that of the late Nelson Mandela, what unfolded in the post-apartheid era could have been far different," unquote. Prime Minister Mitchell, recalling his meeting with the Archbishop in 2004, in his remarks during that ceremony, said they have much to learn from the Archbishop, who has demonstrated that embracing peace requires a strong will and unwavering faith. Now, years later, as he recalled that occasion, the Prime Minister said the Archbishop's visit was a memorable one, and he shared many stories which heightened the respect for him and the significant role he played in ensuring that South African society did not erupt into chaos. He demonstrated great strength of character, Prime Minister Mitchell said, and he admired that. He was a champion for peace and racial justice and advocated always for what was right. The world has lost a great man. Police Commissioner Edwin Martin says some firm decisions will have to be made soon regarding COVID-19 vaccinations within the Royal Grenada Police Force. Chrislina John reports.
Addressing the media in a press conference last week, Commissioner Martin says some 600 officers are vaccinated. He expressed concern after more than 200 police officers contracted COVID-19, with many placed in isolation and 2 recorded deaths during the country's community spread of the virus.
Causing a strain on the organization. in terms of having to float vaccinated officers to areas that requires that emphasis. Quite frankly, I do not know how long, and as we move more to different establishes, businesses and organizations requiring vaccination, the mere fact that this exists, it pressures the organization more to have higher levels of vaccination in the force.
The COP said high levels of infection within the force brought the RGPF to a tipping point where the force could have come into question to be able to deliver effectively its mission and mandate in keeping the people and the country safe.
We cannot go back in that area. It means, therefore, that the leadership of the force has to make some decisive decisions to avert us reverting into this kind of possibilities into the future.
Grenada's latest COVID-19 dashboard shows that 35,600 people are fully vaccinated and 5,756 are partially vaccinated. There are 84 active cases, of which 7 are new and 3 new recoveries. There is no recorded hospitalized COVID case. Christelina John, GBN News.
This is GBN Primetime Edition of News. Coming up, police reports decrease in vehicular accidents this weekend while expressing concern with the issue of driving under the influence of alcohol. That story next.
Christmas safety tips. Always unplug Christmas tree lights before leaving home or going to sleep. Check your tree lights and outdoor lights for damage each year before you use them. Discard lights with frayed wires, loose connections, and cracked sockets. Do not overload your wall outlets or extension cords. Remind children never to touch lights or outlets. Select lights appropriately. Never use indoor lights outside or vice versa. Happy holidays from Grenlec.
With Republic Bank. Light up your home with renovation. Light up your driveway with a new vehicle. Even better, light up the faces of your loved ones with a loan from Republic Bank. Get up to $50,000 unsecured. Reduced interest rates, quick approvals, and win cash prizes with Republic Bank.
The holidays are here. Republic spreading the cheer. Come on and light up your Christmas with Republic.
Make this Christmas your brightest with Republic Bank. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Give your child the advantage he or she needs with Destined to Win Tutoring and Aftercare Academy. Destined to Win caters to students at all levels of primary and secondary school, meeting students at their individual needs. We also provide an aftercare for kindergarten students. Registration is only $50 and begins on December 21st. Call Mrs. Bartholomew, a qualified educator with over 35 years experience, and secure a spot for your child today. Destined to Win is located on Tempe Main Road, St. George. Call 405-8282 for more information. Destined to Win Tutoring and Aftercare Academy. With God, failure is not an option.
There are those who say they care, and then there is Jedi's Pharmacy, conveniently located at the front entrance of the Bruce Street Mall, right next to a Rise Up Credit Union. We offer premium quality products and services, and when you need us, we are there, offering you around-the-clock service, Mondays to Fridays, 7:30 to 7 p.m., Saturdays, 9 until 7 p.m., and Sundays, 10 until 2. At Jedi's Pharmacy, we show care with a beautiful smile. Call us today at 440-5342. The number again, 440-5342. Happy holidays from the management and staff of Jedi's Pharmacy.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Ariza Credit Union wishes you a joyous and peaceful Christmas. May you and your loved ones continue to be safe as you enjoy the festive season.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
We're here to make you happy, 'cause that's what we do.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. Register now to get the Grenlec app release date and enter to win $100 credit towards your bill. Terms and conditions apply.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Light up this Christmas with Republic. Come on and rise and look for holidays with Republic.
Light up your Christmas with Republic Bank. Light up your home with renovation. Light up your driveway with a new vehicle. Even better, light up the faces of your loved ones with a loan from Republic Bank. Get up to $50,000 unsecured. Reduce interest rates, quick approvals, and win cash prizes with Republic Bank.
The holidays are here. Republic spreading the cheer. Come on and light up your Christmas with Republic.
Make this Christmas your brightest with Republic Bank. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back to the news. It's the end of the days officially set aside as Christmas, and many celebrated it with a difference compared to 2020 as the COVID-19 pandemic continues to set the trend, with the ease up of some restrictions this year allowing the population to free up, as we like to say. So what was Christmas like in 2020 compared to 2021? Rena Perry-Thomas spoke with some people about their Christmas experience in this report.
What was your Christmas like in 2021 compared to 2020? That was a question asked to persons in the south of the island on Monday morning to get a feel of the holidays and if the Christmas spirit was felt this year. While some say it was better than the previous year, others said the removal of the curfew made no difference.
For me, personally speaking, the Christmas for me was a little bit slower than years before, but it's alright, man, you know. At least we get a little freedom to travel up and down, you know, do what we have to, you know. Yeah.
Mine is the same. It was very quiet because I was just home, you know, and I'm alone, so.
Well, it doesn't make much of a difference to me because I was just around the house with the family. There's no need to go liming anymore. The world has been transformed. There is a difference comparing, you know, the period involved, but the atmosphere is almost the same.
People had a little bit more freedom. Yeah, last year was a little bit more kind of. Well, let me see if I could remember. It was more kind of rushy. People more free this year, and like to me, they had more money to spend, and they really wanted to enjoy this year because, like, you know, after all the pandemic and thing. So this year wasn't bad.
For me, nothing changed. It's just the same.
It's slightly better than last year, but I won't say it's that great. Well, the curfew is lifted and we had more freedom, but the whole spirit is just not there.
For GBN News, I am Rena Perry-Thomas reporting.
No road fatalities over the Christmas weekend, but police are becoming wary of the number of vehicular accidents on the nation's roads, despite this weekend's record showing a decrease when compared to last week's. Chrislina John reports.
The Royal Grenada Police Force Traffic Department is reporting a slight decrease in road accidents this past weekend as compared to the previous. Superintendent Randy Connaught, officer in charge of the department, spoke with the GBN.
So for that weekend, the period 24th to the 27th of December, we had a total of 40 road accidents, slightly down from the last time I reported from last weekend. Suffice to say, we had 6 serious accidents, and that included 2 serious accidents in the Eastern Division, 2 in the Western Division, and 2 within the South St. George Policing District. From those accidents, we had a total of 18 persons being injured as a result of the accidents, 2 serious, but currently we have 1 person still warded at the General Hospital from injury sustained in an accident which occurred on Gulf Coast Hill. That female is still warded at the General Hospital in stable condition.
Breathalyzers were found useful on this occasion as persons were found driving heavily intoxicated, which means they have exceeded the legal maximum limit of 70 micrograms of alcohol in 100 milliliters. This, according to the traffic department head, is a serious offense with a penalty on first conviction of $5,000 or 1 year in prison. Second or subsequent convictions, $10,000 or 2 years imprisonment.
Our operations took into account, as I indicated, checking on those hotspots where persons would be tempted to drive while being under the influence of alcohol, and generally throughout the length and breadth of the island. And for that period, we had a total of 7 persons arrested, 5 of which were for the offense of driving without being the holders of a driver's license, and 2 for driving while being under the influence of alcohol. This is a very serious matter, and we continue to appeal to motorists. There is an easy way to get your driver's license. We facilitate that at the License and Inspection Center, and feel free at any time to engage the traffic department, and we will so guide you as to the procedure or procedures to be applied, depending on the stage that you are in with respect to obtaining a driver's license.
Another area highlighted was that of persons driving without a valid driver's license. The penalty for such an offense is $1,000 or 6 months in prison or both. 4 vehicles were impounded during the period.
A total of 95 fixed penalty tickets were issued by way of operation through the length and breadth of the island, and this took into account various offenses. So I must say, despite the number of road accidents happening, I think we had a relatively calm period taken into consideration. It was a peak of the Christmas season. A lot more could have been happening during that period, but I thank God that we had no road fatality, and the extent of serious injuries are not life-threatening in any way. So
the appeal goes out to motorists as the year comes to an end to be cautious when driving and be mindful of your alcohol intake. Christelina John, GBN News.
We'll feature more of these top stories as we head into the 2021 Year in Review broadcast that begins on Friday night. And now let's turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Rena Perry-Thomas has been looking around the platforms.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz Report.
The mandate for fully vaccinated was issued for the resumption of face-to-face learning in the August-September term, and now an added layer of protection is required for the second term, which begins in January. This as the St. George's University commits to a safe return in 2022, highlighted via a press release published last Thursday. GBN brought this story, and you, our online audience, took to the comment section to air your views. Catherine Batiste said, SGU is forcing Grenadians now. Someone needs to take a stand. Why pushing these vaccines into workers, staff, and faculty throats without an extended notice or counseling and other support? Joshua Julian commented, everyone at SGU getting played into taking a second dose or else no access to campus. Julian Charles wrote, it was only a matter of time. Many tried to warn the few, but some people like to see before they believe. Anyways, we are prepared to stand and fight side by side in solidarity with our brothers and sisters, both vaxxed and unvaxxed. The madness needs to stop now. And finally, Tessa Walker asked, I wonder how many boosters someone will have to take. That's a wrap for tonight's Buzz. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
And still ahead, could Grenadians be the next to go to the polls in the Caribbean? Is the question being asked after Barbados' Prime Minister announces snap general elections. This is Primetime Edition of News.
Immerse yourself in the pure and simple fragrances celebrating the best of nature, delicate flowers, the great outdoors, and the open ocean with Beep Air Freshener. Calming vanilla, berry burst, captivating orchid, cotton flower, ocean spray, and water lily make up the Beep Pure and Simple fragrance collection, capturing the purity and simplicity of nature that you can enjoy from the comfort of your home. Beep, for a happy, healthy home.
Get vaxxed, hey, hey, vaccinated. Get vaxxed, hey, hey, get vaccinated. Vaccinated. So wear your mask, wash your hands, and practice social distance. This is we chance to advance. Come let we fight this COVID at once. So come on, let we fall in line. We want to come back to with social life. Vaccination island wide. So come on, let we fight it to protect we and we family.
This is a message from the Grenada Red Cross and the Ministry of Health.
Friday, December 31st, the courtyard at Spice Basket will be transformed into a sea of black and gold.
Enchanted.
Performing live at Enchanted. Teddyson John.
People business alone, don't do that.
Teddyson John.
It's time to get up and start moving.
Lava Man.
When we reach Felt, place turn over. Don't test we run. Don't test we run. We not change.
The Octane Band and music by DJ Daddy.
Early bird tickets $120.
VIP $350.
Complimentary drink on entrance.
Lovely display of fireworks to welcome 2022. Friday, December 31st.
Get ready for Enchanted.
Enchanted. The perfect way to start the new year.
Brought to you by Megavolts Promotions.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
Looking for a professional team offering around-the-clock, private and confidential nursing, medical care, and aid services? Then look no further. Nurses Care Grenada is a fully certified, insured, and licensed healthcare facility committed to the reduction and eventual elimination of healthcare disparities affecting the nation. Our registered nurses will visit you at your home, assess your condition, and provide the required treatment under the directive of a doctor. So why worry when there's Nurses Care Grenada? Give us a call, 406-3928. Nurses Care, reliable, trusted professionals we can all depend on.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Welcome back. Just a note to our listeners and viewers that GBN's classic radio morning shows, Good Morning Grenada, To The Point, and Mid-Morning Buzz will be suspended until Monday, January 3rd, 2022. We thank you for your continued support and look forward to resuming regular programming in the new year. Back to the news. The announcement of a snap election by Barbadian Prime Minister Mia Mottley has seemingly thrown the political climate in the region into a quandary. Grenada's elections are constitutionally due in 2023. However, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell has the authority to call for an election at his choosing. In this Gerard Joseph report, we look at the possibilities for such a situation occurring in the Isle of Spice.
Our political parties in Grenada are ready if Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell calls a snap election. The decision by Prime Minister Mottley on Monday to have elections on January 19, 2022 has brought such a conversation into perspective. During the budget debate, Prime Minister Mitchell had hinted at the possibilities while cautioning opposition leader Tobias Clement of his limited days in office.
Leader of the opposition would love this because clearly for the little time I think he has left in that position. Because you don't know when I ring the bell. I have a bell right in my pocket. You never know. I heard you said change is coming. Change is really coming, leader of the opposition.
The National Democratic Congress declined an interview at this time on the subject as GBN reached out to political leader Deacon Mitchell. However, Public Relations Officer Orlando Romain issued a written response to confirm that the NDC continues to prepare its election machinery for the next general election. According to Romain, the party has deployed a considerable amount of effort and resources towards the voter registration process and will continue with this effort in the coming weeks. Barbados has recently become a republic, and Prime Minister Mottley cited a lack of unity as a major factor in the decision.
I've decided that it would be in the interest of Barbados, our country, our home, that we recalibrate as a people behind one government and one leader. And let me say, whoever emerges as that leader, I will support. I will do my utmost to promote the interests of Barbados and Barbadians in all that I say and do, as I've done in all of my public career, and will continue to do until the Lord takes my breath. I would like to ask this of every Barbadian tonight. Our country demands it of us, and our people deserve it from us. We are currently divided. We are currently drifting philosophically and ideologically on quite a few things. I need for us to unite around a common cause. Unite behind a single government. Unite behind a single leader. And let us unite to fight the threats to our safety, our development, and our prosperity.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
And now it's time for us to take a peek through the GBN eyesore lens.
A good eye catches all. GBN eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
On tonight's GBN I Saw, we are pleased to showcase pure talent and artistry. What is calabash carving? The carving method is another technique whereby lines are incised with a sharp knife. Carvers make as many incisions as possible to decorate the calabash, both inside and outside. This is called cutting or sacrificium. They put their knives in the made or prepared fire. We thank our citizen journalists for sharing this artistry with us. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Stay with us. Coming up next is the weather, followed by sports and our probe around the globe.
Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with dread.
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2022. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with dread. Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with dread.
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with dread. Let's get tough on greed and larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all the people, 300 for police for them thieving fellas. To all the families, don't steal produce from your brother. Then you're selling to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah, man. Let's do all we can to stop radio larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report radio larceny, call 300.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
You're already ill and have no time or energy to walk every which way to access your healthcare needs. So come Come to Spice Isle Imaging on the Carenage for a one-spot stop for all your health service needs. See our in-house doctor and get your meds from the pharmacy right on location. Digital X-ray, MRI, CT scans, mammography, ultrasound and laboratory services are also available. So for that moment when life makes demands on you, you can make demands on us. Visit us at Spice Isle Imaging, Carenage, St. George's.
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
Here's the public weather forecast for the state of Grenada. Tonight's minimum temperature, 24.5 degrees Celsius. The weather will be mainly fair at first, becoming partly cloudy with brief isolated showers. Winds will be northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas will be moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. Tides will be high at 6 p.m. and low at 1 a.m. On Wednesday, sunrise will be at 6:27 a.m. and sunset 5:53 p.m. The weather will be mainly fair at first, becoming partly cloudy with light brief daytime showers increasing overnight. Then on Thursday, sunrise once again 27 minutes after 6 and sunset 7 minutes to 6. The weather will be partly cloudy and windy with brief isolated daytime showers, increasing in cloudiness and showers overnight. And then on Friday, New Year's Eve, sunrise and sunset 6:28 a.m. and 5:53 p.m. The weather will be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy and windy with light to moderate showers. That's the weather report and forecast valid for tonight and the next 3 days. Stay tuned. We'll recap the headlines next. Good evening, sporting fans. Let's bowl off with cricket. West Indies under-19s went down by 18 runs in the first of their 4 youth one-day internationals against South Africa under-19s in St. Vincent. Winning the toss and choosing to field first, the young Windies were excellent in their bowling effort, restricting the South Africans to 146 all out of 34.2 overs. Opener Jade Smith top scored for South Africa under-19s with 34 from 43 balls, while his opening partner Ethan Cunningham got 30 from 44 balls. They were the only 2 batsmen to pass 20, as left-arm spinner Anderson Mahis was the pick of the bowlers for the West Indies under-19s with figures of 4 for 33 from his 10 overs, while off-spinner Onaje Amari and left-arm spinner Jaden Carmichael took 3 wickets apiece. Despite a top score of 39 off 33 balls, including 4 fours and 3 sixes from vice-captain Giovanni De Pisa, the West Indies under-19s had a disappointing batting display in reply, only managing 128 before they were bowled out in 34.3 overs. Captain Akeem August was the second highest scorer with 27 from 43 balls, while Teddy Bishop from Grenada also supported with 24 from 44 balls against 3 for 36 from Dewald Brevis from his 7.3 overs and 2 for 5 from Andili Simalain of 3 overs. Meanwhile, in the wide and wonderful world of football, 28-year-old Angelo Doyle has conquered some major challenges to secure a place on the recent FIFA refereeing international list. This summer, Doyle from Barbados made his debut on the international football circuit when he was one of 4 officials from Barbados who were on duty at the Caribbean Football Union Under-14 Challenge held in the Dominican Republic. Doyle said it was a great learning experience for him, especially the first game he did where he thought he underperformed. However, he was aware of his errors, and after a conversation with colleague Kevon Clark and former FIFA-accredited official Clifton Garnes, he approached his following assignments with greater confidence and competence. The assessors praised Doyle's fitness, his alignment, execution, and assistance to the main referee. Successful delivery in his earlier matches saw Doyle earn a spot in the officials' team for the boys' final between Haiti and Puerto Rico. Mexico. Doyle's CFU display saw him move one step further and was selected for another assignment in the Dominican Republic, the CONCACAF Under-20 men's qualifiers. Just like his CFU Under-14 review, the assessors spoke fondly of Doyle's fitness and execution of duties, which pleased the young assistant referee, but also equipped him with more confidence. With 2 more rounds left of FIFA World Cup qualifiers in the CONCACAF Federation and the CONCACAF Nations League scheduled to kick off in June 2022, Doyle is eagerly anticipating his first FIFA assignment and said he will be using the time leading up to that opportunity to be readily prepared in an effort to do his country proud. And finally, we move to track and field, where World Governing Body recently announced that it will put a cap of 20 millimeters on the thickness on the sole of spikes starting November 1st, 2024. Recent world records on the track and on the road have sparked debate over whether faster spikes are giving current athletes an unfair advantage in breaking world records. Let's get more details in this report.
Track and Field's world governing body today said it would put a cap of 20 millimeters on the thickness of the sole of spikes starting November 1, 2024. Track spikes can currently measure from 20 to 25 millimeters in stack height, while the mark is 40 millimeters for road shoes. World Athletics says the time frame for implementation will give manufacturers sufficient notice. Recent world records on the track and on the road have sparked debate over whether faster spikes are giving current athletes an unfair advantage in breaking world records. Both the men's and women's 5,000 and 10,000 meter world records have been broken within the last year and a half. Earlier this year, 8-time Olympic champion Jamaican Usain Bolt called the advancement in technology of track spikes, which may see his world records threatened, laughable and unfair. Olympic champions Elaine Thompson-Herah and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price competed in controversial spikes made by Nike when they became the 2 fastest women alive this year. There are also reports of several other top Nike athletes, including American Olympic silver medalist Fred Curley, wearing what is known as the super spikes in recent competitions. Jordan Fort, TVJ Sports.
And that's it for sports. Regional and international news are next. Tonight's One Caribbean hookup begins in Antigua and Barbuda, where Prime Minister and CARICOM Chairman Gaston Brown wants the United States to do more to tackle challenges faced by the Caribbean region. He outlined the priority areas Washington should address in a presentation to the meeting of Atlantic Council dubbed Looking to 2022 U.S.-Caribbean Ties. Let's get more details in this report.
At the top of the Prime Minister and CARICOM Chairman's list of recommendations is increased collaboration in efforts to rebuild the region's economy as the COVID-19 pandemic continues.
We have had countries within the region that have actually lost over 20% of the economy in a given year as a result of COVID. The Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean has indicated that the economic effects of the pandemic have already caused us to lose a decade in development.
To this end, Prime Minister Brown is once again calling for access to financing on affordable terms, debt rescheduling and debt forgiveness.
These superior terms that are offered by China obviously would have endeared a number of Caribbean countries to pursue loans from the People's Republic of China because they're even superior to the international financial institutions.
He is also urging the U.S. to join in advocating for the use of a multidimensional vulnerability index as opposed to the present per capita income criterion, which he describes as unjust.
And it looks back at dated figures and does not take into account the current realities to include the vulnerability of the country.
The CARICOM chair is also hoping to see further assistance in ensuring the region's recovery from the pandemic.
We need more vaccines for the children under 11 years of age, and also for booster shots. We also need more therapeutics, at least access to them. And the problem is, we're not getting the access. Otherwise, we would have paid for them.
Another point of concern is climate change.
We suffer disproportionately, even though we're the least generators of climate change. And we're among the first and the most affected.
While the Prime Minister believes the U.S. has made significant strides in combating climate change, more can still be done. Rakib Aparisi reporting for ABS News.
Over in Jamaica, the digital vaccination certificate has been launched. Jamaicans can now show proof of vaccination virtually, as the cards are accessible by mobile phone or other electronic devices. The rollout takes place as the ministry streamlines its vaccination program and provides Jamaicans with a secure and universally accepted cards. Let's get more in this report.
It is now official that the site we have gone digital in terms of our vaccination program. It's a good thing. As they say, good things are happening in public health.
Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton bringing some well-anticipated news to the country Thursday morning. His announcement comes days after the initial launch of the digital vaccination card was postponed due to technical difficulties.
The team was careful to try and avoid all any glitches at all. No, that is not to say we will not still have some glitches, and I want to make that very clear. The truth is there are some elements of the system that are going to almost automatically expect.
Dr. Tufton noted, however, that most of these issues will be associated with data input. Persons who experience these difficulties will be asked to provide additional information. The ministry's ICT head, Sean Bolton, explained why.
We ask for all the information so that we can validate that the information that you would like to change is actually correct, and you are the person that would want to change this information. And it's your information, right? We don't want unscrupulous persons to be, making changes to whatever information that is on the card.
And for those who experience these challenges, Dr. Tufton also asked that persons exercise patience when these issues arise.
Should you have difficulties, for those who have this type of error, which I believe will be the most common error, the data input, then you can, if you are uncomfortable with the technology, visit a permanent vaccination site and get that support to get it done.
The ministry says in a matter of months, the existing physical card will be phased out and replaced by digital cards. The electronic cards will provide Jamaicans with a more secure, internationally accepted, and convenient means of verifying their vaccination status. Anthony Lug, TVJ News.
And internationally, South Africa is beginning 7 days of mourning for Nobel Peace Prize winner Desmond Tutu, who died at the age of 90. A series of events are being planned to mark his passing, including a state funeral on January 1st. Desmond Tutu rose to prominence in the 1980s as an opponent of apartheid during white minority rule. Al Jazeera's Gillian Wolf reports from Cape Town, South Africa.
As news broke of the death of their beloved Bishop Desmond Tutu, tributes poured in from across South Africa and around the world.
His legacy will be his love for all people. I don't know whether have you come across his writings. He has always said that God is not God of Christians. God is God of all people. So his main legacy is his love for all God's people. And he believed that everyone is created in the image, and he used to add a word, beautiful image of God.
America's former president and first ever black leader, Barack Obama, called Tutu a mentor, friend, and moral compass. Pope Francis expressing gratitude for his service to the gospel, and Queen Elizabeth remembering his warmth and humor. The Elders, a group co-founded by Desmond Tutu, expressed their devastation. President Cyril Ramaphosa calling the Archbishop a patriot who gave meaning to the biblical saying that faith without works is dead. Tutu continuously challenged the status quo on issues like race, homosexuality, and religious doctrine. He also never stopped fighting for the people of his country, which he dubbed the Rainbow Nation. At the city's St. George's Cathedral, known as the People's Cathedral and powerful symbol of South African democracy, locals laid flowers as they bid farewell. Friends, family, and faith leaders flocked to his Cape Town home to mourn the loss of their loved one. His daughter speaking of the hope she has for a future generation of leaders.
The young people who are leading the movement to save our planet in this country, the young people who are speaking out against economic injustice, the young people who are speaking out about access to education. I see those leaders.
As the country prepares to say goodbye to this visionary leader and moral force, those closest to him will pay their respects in both the tribal Xhosa and Christian traditions. Jillian Wolfe, Al Jazeera, Cape Town, South Africa.
And that's it for regional and international news. Stay with us. A recap of the headlines is up next. And now let's look back at what made news tonight. RGPF flies flag at half-mast in honor of Corporal Rodney George, who passed away suddenly over the Christmas weekend. Grenadian medical pioneer Dr. Norge Jerome passes away. Could Grenadians be the next to go to the polls in the Caribbean? Is the question being asked after Barbados' Prime Minister announces snap general elections. In regional news, CARICOM Chairman Gaston Brown wants the United States to do more to tackle challenges faced by the Caribbean. And internationally, South Africa's anti-apartheid icon Desmond Tutu dies. In sports, West Indies under-19s go down by 18 runs to South Africa in first youth ODI in St. Vincent. That's the end of the GBN Nightly News for today, Tuesday, December 28th, 2021. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. On behalf of the entire news team, I am Blossom Alexis-Welsh. Enjoy the rest of your night.